Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5 and today I'm talking about the new reality TV show, which I've kind of known for a good while, called Forged in Fire. It's a reality TV show about forging knives in competition. Think of it as a top shot for blacksmiths or bladesmiths. Very similar. I have mixed feelings about it. I'm not gonna go through the whole entire commentary of this first episode, but basically you got 3 hours to forge a blade. After that, it's judged, and then one guy's kicked off, and then you have 3 more hours to handle it and finish it. And then it's judged again, and then one more guy out of 4 people is kicked off. And then it's to 2 people. These 2 people have to, within 5 days, forge a mystery weapon that they don't know about. After they get to that point, they reveal to them a weapon that they have to forge, and they have 5 days to do it. And this first episode, that the mystery weapon was a katana, and which I think the winner of the competition did an excellent job. From the first blade he made to the katana that he made, I think he did awesome. When I first saw the knife that he made in this first episode, I was like, that guy's going to win. But there's some things we got to think about. You're racing to make something that should be a work of art, and finely crafted. I'm very, very happy that hand-forged blades, in this case, hand-forged weapons, is being promoted. I think it's something that should be promoted to the general public. It should be rediscovered. But the thing about it is, the way this competition is set up, you're not getting the best out of these blacksmiths or these bladesmiths. They're rushed. They're making very, very critical mistakes. They're getting stress fractures. Their work is, except for the guy who won, their work is like, this shows that they're not doing that good of a job. And this one guy, he had stress fractures and he couldn't complete one of the tests. This other guy had some major stress fractures from heat treating it wrong, and he heat treated his blade, and then he tapped it on the anvil, and that much of the tip broke off. That much, and it had some other stress fractures in it, and I'm afraid for the losers of the competition that once it shows in public that they're making these mistakes, and keep in mind, this isn't their best work. It's different if they spent like, 5 weeks or a month on a particular project, and they put a lot of time and effort into it, and it was still like crap work. But you're seeing the worst of their abilities as being shown to the public. And I think it's going to hurt their business. People are going to see them on TV and see the subpar knives and swords that they're making and think, man, that guy's not that good of a blacksmith or a bladesmith. I don't want to buy from him. It's going to hurt their business. I could be wrong. People who know knives, like you and me, could see this and say, hey, that guy, he did his best in a worst case situation. He was rushed. This doesn't represent what he's capable of. And so, we might be able to give him a second chance or look at his past work and see how good it is. But I think that in the long run, putting yourself out on TV and showing your worst work possible is not a good idea for the losers. Now, on the flip side, the person that wins in these worst case scenarios, Not only does he get, $10,000, but his name is put out there. People are going to look him up, and they're going to be like, man, this guy, within 6 hours created the best knife, and he created the best sword, and within 5 days, and he is awesome. And let me remind you, the guy who won this competition, he made mistakes. He dropped his steel. He dropped stuff during the grinding and forging process just out of nervousness. He didn't make serious mistakes, but I'm confident to say that the stuff that he made in this competition is sellable. He can sell it, and it's not like going to be worth several $1,000s, but he could sell it, and it'll be a good representation of what he can do. You know, and it'll have some value. It's not only a functioning blade, but it's a relatively aesthetically pleasing blade. The guy who won specialized in historical European blades. He made a Continental Sax, which, in my opinion, was a beautiful blade. It's not fancy with gold and engraving and stuff. They kind of uglied it up with the serrations, but they were told to make 4 inches of serrations on the blade. That was something they had to do. But overall, he did an awesome job on this Continental Sax. And when it came to the katana, he was a European specialist. And he was able to make a katana-like object. And don't get me wrong, people who don't know katanas are going to say, this is a katana. But he put a European handle on it because that's what he knows. And it was an awesome-looking blade, with its handle. I think it complemented it well. Doug Makeda, one of the judges and a YouTube celebrity when it comes to blades, said it was a good weapon. But, he did a good job on all of the projects he did, and they were relatively aesthetically pleasing considering the amount of time they put into it, and his were functional, and he won, and he deserves to win, and it's going to elevate his status as a bladesmith, because he won. But the people who lost, they might be good bladesmiths. It could have just been that they were rushed and, they're not used to working in those conditions. And you saw the worst that they had to offer. You saw the worst that all of them had to offer, but one of them was able to shine through and make something worthy. So I have mixed feelings about it. I love the fact that bladesmithing is being promoted, and it's good for the person who wins, but the people deluding themselves when it comes to these projects they're making on this show. And I know of at least one custom knife maker who's an ABS junior smith. He's like, I'm not going on the show because I don't want what I win with to be a representation of my work. He makes beautiful Bowie knives. I mean, stunning Bowie knives. And one of his worst Bowie knives he made, he was like, this is a train wreck. I was like in awe of. And he doesn't want his worst case scenario to shine through. He doesn't want his worst to be paraded around. He wants to show the best that he has to offer. And he Instagrammed this train wreck, and he had to be somewhat happy with it because he put it on Instagram, but he acknowledged that this blade was a treble blade, and that it wasn't the funnest blade to make. But, to you and me, who are not familiar with ABS work, it's stunning. But he wants all of his work to be stunning. He doesn't want to half-ass his work. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm going to continue to watch the show because of curiosity and also because I'm interested in hand-forged blades, particularly hand-forged weapons and stuff. That interests me. And it's going to be an entertaining show. It's just like Top Shot, except less explosions, and you don't have to watch for several months to see who wins. I mean, so far, what I've been able to tell, every episode there's going to start off with 4 people, then it's going to be they'll kick one off, and there's 3 people. They kick one off, then that at the end of the episode, you know who wins the $10,000. So that's a good thing. I just wanted to share this video and give you my thoughts. Feel free to leave comments. Yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. So I hope y'all have a great day. God bless. Have a good day. I'm Saucy5, and I'm out.